Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Breeze Comics here, and today we are looking at The Flash issue 54. Last time we looked at The Flash, I reviewed issue 50. I have actually caught up completely. See, 53, 52, 51, 52. I read them all, and I gotta say, this is a very fun series. I was completely wrong against my initial thoughts about The Flash on issue 50. And that's what happens when you kind of jump in at a part 4 of 4 in a arc, right? So basically what happened is a big old recap is that from issue 50 there was 3 new forces let out in Central City in the DC universe. So we now have the Speed Force, we have the Strength Force, the Sage Force, and I forgot the other one. But these last 3 issues from 51 to 54 have all dealt with the Strength Force. That's why you have a hulked out version of the Flash here. He was trying to help a rogue by the name of Trickster, because he was also affected by the Strength Force. So basically what you're going to have here is a giant brawl of a hulked out Flash and a hulked out Trickster, and it is pretty awesome. Also, the story of Commander Cold is quite interesting in this as well. So right off the bat, you see Cold is shooting the Flash, and which is pretty cool because he's a cop from the 25th century that got stuck in the present day because of Flash and Wally West wanted to race, and they can no longer time travel, not even with the treadmill, the sonic treadmill, I believe that's what it's called. And here's the Trickster all hulked out as well. Like, just total side note, the paper in DC books feel very different from Marvel. I think they both changed in the last month, what kind of quality they're using. And so they're in this jail, something Heights, I forgot. Iron Heights, I want to say what it's called. And you see that this guy right here, he's the warden of the jail, and while the Trickster was actually in jail, he was apparently abusing Trickster. They didn't go into what. They don't know if it was mentally or physically or, heaven forbid, sexually. But he was abusing him. So you see that these two are just really hating each other. He hates him with all his guts. So that's kind of what's happening here. And then I do like this because we see this a lot of, the guys are super strong and everything, that they hit the ground and everyone goes flying. And I love this next comment. The Flash goes, "Whoa, this must be how Superman feels." Commander Cole kind of scolds him for it. He's like, if you're done making jokes, I might have to put you both down, or you're going to have to figure out what's going on, because this is bad altogether. And this is an issue between the Flash and Commander Cold throughout this whole entire issue, is that Commander Cold is trigger happy, and he has no problem putting the Trickster down whatsoever, because he is causing major problems But Barry figured out after he did this, he actually shrunk. See, he shrinks, and he's like, okay, so maybe this with the strength force, if you let it build up over too much time, you grow super massive, and you have your own gravitational pull, and you need to release it every now and then you'll shrink back down to size. So they're basically doing that this whole entire time, and it gets to the point where we get this awesome fight, the clash that we've been waiting for. Barry and Trickster fighting, and they're beating each other up and whatnot. But we get to this part where Barry loses his size. He goes back to normal. It's been normal Flash. And what has happened is that the Trickster is holding up the prison. And I just barely got to know the Trickster at this point. But, I was like, whoa, this is pretty serious at this point, He's about to lose all his friends. Everyone's about to die. He's the only one holding up this building. So he tells the Flash to get everyone out. And Flash is like, I can save you still. Let me get them out. I'll come back. And he's like, please just go. I'll hold up for as long as I can. So Flash takes everyone out as fast as he can. And the Trickster says, I just wish I could think of something funny to go out on. And you're just like, oh, maybe he gets him in time. And he doesn't. I was like, wow, that is... All he finds is his asphalt arm that the strength force gave him. And he's just like depressed. And he is pissed off at Commander Commander Cold. He argues. And a major point that in these last couple of issues that they have reminded us is that Iris has some memories of her past life, or this erased life, that they got married. And she doesn't want to tell Barry because she doesn't know what he'll do with it. And it's just kind of really sad and depressing. And then I'm not going to spoil who Trickster survives, but I'm not going to spoil who is the person on the next page, because some of you might be DC fans out there and Flash fans, so I don't want to spoil that for you. Help you guys go get the book yourselves, a wink wink nod nod type of thing. So I give this issue very recommended. These last couple issues recommend. Very fun. I gotta say, Flash is moving up there on the charts of my favorite characters right now. I'm just diving into the world of DC Comics at this time. I do want to actually, one thing that did concern me, it's not even actually in this book, it's an ad for Heroes in Crisis. Basically, from what I understand, is that there's a place in the middle of America where superheroes have made a mental illness center for superheroes that deal with that kind of stuff. And at the end of issue 51, Wally West is actually taken by Wonder Woman and Superman there to be looked at, and so he can be treated. It's So it seems kind of little, get woke, get broke type of thing. But hey, maybe they can do it in a good way. I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe if you guys want me to review this, let me know so I can let my comic shop know. Comes out. Oh, it's a 7-issue limited series. So I'm guessing 2 issues a month, I suppose. It's a murder mystery. That's what it's supposed to be. And of course, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman are the main protagonists, and Harley Quinn and Booster Gold are the also two main protagonists in this book, in that series. So that should be interesting. Booster Gold is really cool. So guys, again, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Any other books you guys want me to read, put down in the comments. I will try to get my hand on a copy or two, and I will review it for you guys. Okay. Alright, thank you so much. Have a nice night. Bye bye.